we go. Good morning, fellas. Jim and David and whoever else has dropped in. What's up with that thing there? Okay, yeah. That's right. It hides. It's all right. It hides it. So if I get it the right size, it's all right. But it hides the chat dialogue if it's the wrong size. Yeah, there we go. And Jack, g'day Jack, how are you doing? What time did you stay till last night? I got out of there at 11. So I was home at around just after midnight, which was pretty good. And what am I doing? I'm playing Star Citizen. We couldn't do this last week, it was all crap. It's still crap at the moment, but at least they've got the thing running. So, what's everybody else doing?
Well, I'm in a new location for today.
Yep. Todd's not in his house. He's in a hotel. Is it a hotel condo? Airbnb. It's a hotel. Hotel.
It's a hotel.
It is.
It's a hotel. Yeah. It's a hotel. I'm travelling. I'm visiting down at Chanya to see Mayor Groves. So been down here for what was it? 3 days, 3 or 4 days. Just unwinding, relaxing.
Well, what are you unwinding from? There's nothing to unwind from in Thailand, surely.
The stress of playing Valheim.
Well, actually, there's one thing.
Being a Viking.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just the things I wanted to do last year, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. So it was awesome catching up with Mayor Groves and B the other day. I was meant to catch up with him today, but me getting old and having a little bit of Alzheimer's, I forgot the live stream. I can't remember what day it was.
Well, I would have managed, but it's all right. We're all good. We're all good here. Another button I haven't pressed. Haven't pressed all the buttons today. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we had a pretty good night last night. Yep. Again, low key. It wasn't a meet-up night, but I think Fern was happy that we came and brought cake.
Good.
There is a video. I think I got a video. Or do I not sync it yet? Maybe I should check. What do we got? Syncing. Which means I need to turn the Wi-Fi on, don't I? Give it a minute or two. Don't know what that one is. I need to delete that one. I can delete that one too. Move to bin. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll have to do it without music, of course. It's got commercial music in the background. I did send it to her anyway, but she was quite happy that I sent it to her. Expat Paul! I was expecting you to turn up around last night as well. Didn't you know it was on? And it's very hard. Facebook is so very selective about who it tells people what's going on. But anyway. Hello! Have I logged into a video game? Well, depending on which way you look at it. This is the video game that's on my desktop at the moment. I'm hovering sort of, with it 550 metres above Microtech, just taking in the view, and the wind keeps them on blowing the ship around. But other than that, no. We're here chatting. I can go and fly through that building there probably and crash my ship. You want to see a big explosion? Yeah, I was. Go on. You first.
No, Jim's joined us. Did I travel on the motorcycle? No, I got a lift down to Chanya, mate. But I do have a scooter. I'm cruising around down here on. Been for a couple of good rides. I've checked out the area and cruised around. Very relaxing. So yeah, I haven't bought mine, but I do have one down here that I'm using. So uh, getting to cruise around, which is awesome.
Yeah. Sometimes Thailand really surprises you. Like I was up in Salia earlier this week, Monday, and getting my usual, supply. It lasted 2 to 3 or 4 weeks, depending on what's going on. Anyway, so I bought my stuff, but the shop that I usually go to, he was closed. So there's one 2 doors up. So I went to this other one. There's a couple of cute little girls in there, just behind the counter, all cheery smiles, everything. What can we do for you, sort of thing, Gave her my order and look at the sort of menu, paid the money, and they made this big fuss about this little sort of A4 size plaque that's on the desk about some sort of spinning wheel game or something. G'day, Lee. Right, and I'm going, well, what do you want to... I'm trying to figure out, because it's all in Thai. I'm just vaguely sort of getting an idea what she's talking about. Anyway, it's just like a chocolate wheel. Because I spent over 1,500 baht, I get to spin the chocolate. Oh, I go, oh, what? I never win any shit on this stuff. I really never do. So I walked to the wheel. I gave it a bit of a spin. It was right near the door. I don't know why I didn't see it, but just gave it a spin. They said spin it. Go and give it a real good spin. So I gave it a few more, tugs, hard tugs, and got the thing really sort of wavering there. Went back to the counter, and as I got back to the counter, the thing stopped clicking. And it says, you win. I turned around and it's on number 20. It's the top prize. This is what you got to see this. It's a classic. You won't worry about that.
Gotta love the old chocolate wheel.
You got to love the chocolate wheel. Well, I never win anything, but look at this. It's a work of art. It really is. What do you think? Well, let me go big screen so you can see this thing here. It's an absolute masterpiece, isn't it? What do you think? It's absolutely classic. Anyway, I'll never use it. It's we're off to Sukhothai in a couple of weeks, so I'll take it up to our cousin Gang. I'm sure he will just be over the moon for that one. But yeah, I never win anything except a water pipe. There you go. It is, Jim. It's a beast. It really is. But yeah. No, so that was my eventful part of the week. We've had a few people might notice been some interesting some mysterious posts on Chanya's wall in the last few days. We have had a medical catastrophe incident. I don't want anybody sending anything. Just let you know so that you're all apprised of the issue. Yeah, her younger brother Ben came off his bike last Monday, riding down the backwaters of the Clong, Gorgon. Chocolate, thank you. But yeah, so he's just there's that you get when you get the Clongs here in the suburbs of Bangkok, you get these motorcycle tracks that are about maybe 3 foot wide, and they've got a railing on the side, and you really got to steer. On a motorcycle, you got to be careful, and we do find ourselves having to pass motorcycles on those tracks as well. Usually there's some sort of leeway on the other side of the Clong. But yeah, he was just doing from point A to point B, not mucking around too hard. Clipped the railing, went arse of a tick and still landed on his head. So he was in a coma for 2 days. And now he's in recovery. I haven't seen what the medical bills are going to be like yet. Jesus Christ. But yeah, thanks. Oh, what's that? Ryan. G'day, Ryan. How you doing? But yeah, so this, that's what's going on. So I'm a little bit frazzled with everything that goes on. There we go. Geez, you're a bit slow today, Mr. Streamlabs. That was like 10 minutes ago, wasn't it? But yeah, so that's just to give you a bit of a prize. He's on the mend. He's not over the worst of it yet. The worst part is going to be, the medical bills. Nobody's asked me for anything, but I will always come up to the party and make sure that won't be a problem. But I will leave it to family to deal with it. And I'm pretty sure family does, they have this inbuilt family, thing that, they don't really get me involved in that sort of part of family drama, which is good in one sort of sense. It's, not much I can do about it. So let them sort it out. But if worse comes to worse and they've got to sort of sort something out, I'll just make sure that all the bills get paid properly. Yeah. But 2 days in intensive care and in a coma, so he was on ventilator. So that's at least 100,000 baht, I think. And he's in another hospital now. He's in a public hospital now. That was a private hospital. That was Vincenti down in Nong Kem. So they've moved him to Samasakon now for the recovery process. He'll be there for at least another week. But that's a public hospital as opposed to a private, so the bills will be less. But anyway, that's his life. When you're riding around the back streets, you should wear a helmet. I know I don't. I'm slack as well. But I have a history of not having an accident, whereas he does have a history of fucking falling off his bike. So, come on, you've smashed your leg out. He had a couple of years ago. He really completely, paper mache'd his leg. I think 3 or 4 breaks in his, in his bottom leg. What do they call the tibia, fibia? What are they? The 2 bottom bones in the leg. He smashed that 4 breaks somewhere there. Oh, it was, that was probably the other worst accident he had, and he's had 3 or 4 others. In the 14 years I've been sort of backwards and forwards here. Come on, if you're going to be accident prone, how about you put some more protection on, That's the flip side, is like I think I've fallen off my bike once. I did an emergency bailout once in the wet, but that's it. And I've had 1 car smash, where some useless woman, in 2 lanes across, decided that she wanted to stop in the middle of wet really fast and spun out, and everybody crashed into her. It was what they call no fault accident, but it wasn't my fault. Yeah, but still, I've had 3 accidents in my life. He's had a dozen in 10 years. Come on, wear a helmet. Anyway, what am I missing? No, I can tell. Is there any gym? Jim's mowing in Thailand. No, just franchise.
Once downloaded Mowie's lawns.
Well, maybe there's a franchise opportunity there. But anyway, we've had a sort of a bit of a quiet week. We didn't go out for lunch on Wednesday, so there may not be a video next week, unless of course something happens tomorrow that's worth video. Because I don't want to, make a video of Chanya moping around the place, because that's what she's been doing for the last 4 days. Not that I'm sort of, please mope. That's how you deal with it. That's how you get it through your system. But what can you do? Basically it's up to the doctors and the medical system to deal with it. Not much I can do. Should I do some spell work? I don't know. But different country might not be seen as a good thing. So Jorgen's coming up in June through to August. Cool. There's a few drinking sessions probably in that one. I'm sure we will manage that. But yeah, excuse me while I just get rid of gum. But other than that, I decided not to have the backdrop. This is my little computer room, by the way. So there's our server running there, or my server. You can't see his. His is in another province.
Yeah, different location.
Different location, different province.
I had to hack my power supply because the morning the day before, started getting some beeps from the server laptop and going, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. The 4-pack power supply that I had it connected into short-circuited.
Really?
Yeah, so I didn't have a spare 4-pack.
Oh, you mean the distribution board?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I had to pull out the power supply and not route it behind the computer, but it's now running across the desk down into the other one that's by the UPS. So I didn't want everyone to miss out on playing Valheim while I was away.
Oh, good. I really need to put the second UPS in here. I've got to distribute, split my power up, because with the recent upgrades on my computer, and when you get these games at high FPS, my UPS gets up to about 80% load, and its fan kicks in, and it gets rather noisy. If I distribute the load between the two UPSs, it'll be all right. But yeah, Jorgen D went to IKEA and the Mega Bang Na. Can highly recommend the Swedish meatballs. I don't know. We went to the one out this way, and the food didn't look all that appetising. They didn't have the Swedish meatballs when we were there. I don't know. A bit weird. Yeah, well, that's one side of the city, and then we got the one out our side, which is on the western side of the blue line. I can't remember the name of the thing. The Westgate, in the Westgate Plaza or something like that. I'd have to look at the map out, but anyway, so we went to this. What do you call it? Thing. Did you see the video? I put the video up a couple of days ago. So who saw the video of we call it the furniture warehouse thing? What do you think of that, huh? Any news as to whether the 45-day visa are going to be continued? I haven't even been listening to the. It's really not even on my radar anymore. Most of the people that we meet in the in the meetups and around the place, they're pretty much indentured, living here in Thailand. We don't get very many tourists at the moment, telling us what the problems are. Tourism season is over. It kicks back, I think, in 2 weeks, coming up to April for the Songkran period. But
Songkran.
But that's it. And Todd's coming up to Sukhothai with us. He's going to see what the tobacco growing lifestyle's like. Maybe try some locally grown tobacco.
Well, I've been to Ayutthaya, so I'm going a bit further north to check out Central Isan. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Sukhothai's a nice area. I had a crazy idea last night. We're going up. I've always wanted to ride up, but riding up alone would be yeah. But riding up together, and Chanya can drive up with Mum. She can drive up in the car, and we can ride behind. Don't know. It's an 8-hour ride. It's a good ride.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
I'll tell you what, riding around on the scooter for about 45 minutes, my ass is sore. So I haven't even got that gel seat yet. So.
But we could do 2-hour stops. Anyway, just we got a couple of weeks to think about it. But that was in the back of my mind. That would be interesting because they haven't seen the bikes. Geng knows about the motorcycle, and he probably wants to have a go and all that sort of stuff. You know how the things you do for family. But it'll be good. That means the fact that we can do a bit of cruising and riding around ourselves, and just see the sights. Leave the car there for Chanya and the family while we just entertain ourselves. But anyway, Lee, the furniture houses were fascinating. I'd love to see the. Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're just gonna we'll wait a couple of weeks to get a bit of a feel. But it's going to be we'll do two things. We're going to do I don't know when we're going to do it, of course. It's probably just after Songkran now, I think, with everything else coming up in the next few weeks. But yeah, up where it's located now is close to the aviation museum, and so Todd hasn't been there, and I know he's seen the aviation museum video we did for about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yep.
And he wants to go and check that out as well. So we'll make a day's exercise on that one. But we need to just confirm everything is all moved. So give him another week. I think I have to give him at least another week to see how that thing's pan out. Oh, it was kicked from the server. Kicked from
Google
the server.
Maps finally took the old location off.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to, because I was going to make the little map, comparison where they were and what entrances we tried to go in, but I couldn't find even the location of the places. You know, that's the thing. It was just weird how you come to a place and it's closing, opening, and this is Thailand. There's a Nespresso shop at Mega Bagnar, 2 packs of 10 pods. Yeah, pods. I won't drink pods.
Oh, hot coffee.
If it's not ground beans, it's not real coffee. You should know that.
I'd get away with my 3-in-1s if I'm desperate.
I had to have one of those the other day, and I go, oh God. Yeah. The stuff that we used to drink. Oh, we're spoiled.
I need wake up juice sometimes, and having 2 3-in-1s sort of just gives you that little bit of a boost without sort of, because I just need wake up juice. I don't want to sit there and sort of mellow over a really nice cup of coffee. I just need wake up juice.
These are my little wake up juices. I have one of these every morning. You get this is the root flavour. There's a green flavour and a fruity flavour. But they're just a little pick me up first thing in the morning. You know, juicing in the morning. I know it's got a lot of sugar in it, but you know, the sugar's good for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you buy them in 3 packs in Big C. Yeah, if you're looking for a little something just wake up juice, like a little breakfast juice, these are great.
No, it's got to be coffee for wake up juice for me. I have to have my coffee. Marky Mark, did I get to meet some of Rob and B's friends? Not yet, buddy. There is a barbecue planned. I was actually meant to catch up with Mayor Groves this morning, and it's sort of another sign of the times I'm getting older. I forgot it was a... hello, Chanya.
Chanya, come down, say hello.
Hello, Todd. Where you stay now?
But Charm.
Oh, Cham.
He looks out the beach. You can see the beach.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello, everybody else.
Hello, everybody
say
else.
Chris. Hi, Chris. Lee.
Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody.
Jorgen.
How are you?
Gotta love Thailand. That's Dave.
Yeah.
They're all there. Good.
Good. Okay, see you.
Any news?
Huh?
Any news now? You go hospital now?
Not you, just maybe 2 days and maybe everything okay now.
You go working now?
Yeah. I go work half day and I go bring
okay.
mom come home.
Okay, good. Okay. So 2 or 3 more days in the hospital should be all right. He's conscious.
Good.
So
good.
You know, it's just one of those things. It's just been a really, you know. I think the thing that I was talking to, try to keep my mind on one subject. Oh my God! So I was talking to Chris last night at Redfern because he got there early, and we were just talking about TikTok. And I said, I'm going to, because he's having fun with TikTok, and I'm going, because like I just steered clear of it altogether. I did, I did set up an account, but that's all I did. And I think I followed him and I followed Chanya. That's all I did with it. But we're just talking about just TikTok and the sort of the bizarre videos he's doing, just around Bangkok. And I was thinking I would love to do little snippets, which I was trying to do something that when they brought out their YouTube shorts. But like yesterday, I'm looking at the hospitals in the area, right? And because from a Farang's point of view, and this is a good point, from a Farang's point of view, we see all this great reports of how good the medical system here is in Thailand and everything else, and you feel a lot of confidence even in the public system that I've seen. But have you ever sat down and read the Google comments on the public hospitals here in Thailand from Thai people? Translated by Google. It is really, really quite an eye-opener.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it. You will be really quite wrecked with some of those results. Because I was going, oh my God, they haven't asked me, but maybe we should move him out of that hospital. It's a public hospital. Look, mind you, that one's getting some comments at 5-star. Half the comments are 5-star, and the other half of the comments are 1-star. There's nothing in between. It was like chalk and cheese. great service, great service. Oh, the doctors don't give a shit, that sort of type of thing, they just let you just stew in your own stupor and, that sort of comments. And I'm going, maybe we should move him out of that hospital back to the private one, but, knowing the costs involved. God, I don't know, I'm not that rich, God. I still haven't managed to sort of sort out some of that financing stuff that I got to do, some adjustments in portfolios and stuff. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. It'll get done. But yes, whatever you do, don't do that exploratory of public hospitals here in Thailand. It is a shocker. But I thought about that. I could do that as a TikTok. This little piece. Just my reaction to reading some of these comments. But yeah, anyway, you get sidetracked with life here in Thailand. I got to really focus on doing something properly.
I was answering Mark's question. I haven't caught up with Robin B's mates yet, but I was meant to catch up with them for coffee this morning, and then I forgot that we've got live streams. So I forgot what day it was when we organised that. So catching up with Mayor Groves again tomorrow, and I think there's a barbecue planned or a catch up next couple of days. So he definitely is Mayor Groves of Cha.
Yes. Interesting situation he's got there. He's now got a work visa, I believe, isn't he? So he can actually do his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going to try and catch up with him yesterday, but he was busy working. And I'm going, working in Thailand? Come on.
Yeah.
No, I think he enjoys it. It's up his alley with what he's been doing over the last few years, and he gets out and about and keeps the old grey matter going, because that's the one thing that I'm very cognizant of is keeping the old grey matter going. Hence why I'm looking into getting back into doing
your flying. Yeah.
So.
If I don't move the ship every so often, it'll log me out. So I'm going to do something as soon as we finish the live stream. I'm going to do some flying. I've got to go and just check a few other things out, but I don't want to do the bug testing while we're doing the live stream.
Well, I'm going to get on the scooter and go find a place to have breakfast.
Haven't had breakfast. Well, I've had my muffins, so I'm good for until at least lunchtime anyway. So like back into the whole Star Citizen thing. This game is just. Last week it's just been absolute bedlam. They went live with something we've been testing for the last 4 or 5 weeks, which seemed to be fairly stable and ready for public consumption. And they went live with it, and they just really had no idea how much people wanted to check it out. The latest edition of it. And they just overloaded the servers, and they spent 4 or 5 days trying to put fires out. Most of the problems have all been server related. But we can now log back in again and see what they've done, and that's the thing. They've got a whole bunch of stuff out there. And I'm not going to go into that's gaming stuff. We're not going to do the gaming stuff here. We're just having a chat. I just happen to have the game running because that's what I do. Thinking of planning a trip back over my way when I'm home. Okay.
Yeah, that's Rob. He's Marky Mark when he comes back.
Okay.
End of this month. Next month after Songkran, I get over his way to see Marky Mark. So maybe might speak with Rob while I'm here and organise all 3 of us are there. So.
Did try the switch on the switch it on and off at the wall. I'm missing that one.
That's to do with the server download.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I just try to follow. Again, I watch Jen do his streams. Like how he keeps track of all these people chatting while he's. He's the same age as me. What's the difference? He's been doing it for so long. I'm going to learn how to do Twitch streaming. Try to keep track of because everybody's having conversations all the time. With other. We've only got 4 to 15 people on, or 14 people on, whatever that number keeps on floating. But he's got this stream of 150, 200 people chatting away, madly, and I guess it's something you just grow into.
Yeah.
But
It is water I'm drinking, by the way, if anyone wants to know. I am only drinking water.
yep, not vodka.
No. No. But I forgot to mention, when I booked to come down and see Mayor Groves, it was just random dates in between meetups and the videos we're doing, and it happened to coincide with the crab festival down here at
Oh,
Chanya.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
And let me tell you, I've been eating some awesome crab. Because it's right along the beach road area, and I'm just going out of the hotel and walking up about 200 or 300 meters, and in between there's about 5 or 6 little crab restaurants, and it's like, yeah.
Mm.
I know. So, yeah, everything lined up with that.
Sorry, it's just things are doing weird stuff, that's all. Yeah. Sorry, don't worry. Don't worry about me. As I just see weird things come up on the screen, I go, "What?" Yeah. You got everything what you see, and then of course I've got what I see, and I'm going, "What? That's different. That's different." How do you keep up with this stuff? Technology changes so damn real quick. I've been exploring the whole Chat GPT area in the last week or two, and I don't think people realise what's ahead of them. But I did put that movie Her up on the Plex, and it's a really, it's a bit of a take on the whole AI, what we're ahead of, and I don't think people realise how quickly it's going to take over. And it's not real AI; it's programmatically, diffused, algorithms. But it's nice to be able to go on ChatGPT and ask a question and get an answer that sort of actually makes some sort of sense without some sort of ego derivative of, somebody put feathers on their cap, Like a weapons lock. What? Who wants to weapons lock me?
There's someone going to take you out of the sky.
I'm in a no-fly zone. It was a great. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a snapshot of where this AI revolution is going to take us. If you haven't seen it, I definitely would highly recommend that. There's a few others that come across this AI boundary sort of stuff as well, but I think Her is the side that sort of most resonates with what I see is the demise of human society. That's really what it comes to. People, the society lives vicariously off their mobile phone now. Zombie walking. Could you imagine just put the phone in your pocket and you're just talking to your phone? Yep. Yeah. That's a worry. Mark here until the 27th. I've been busy doing major renovations. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm back in Los. It's 30th for the month. Okay, on the 30th. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So got to keep track of all these people when they're coming and going. I don't know what I'm doing from day to day, let alone keep track of everybody else. Jesus. But yeah, we'll try to do our best. So we've got a few things happening. I just should I go out and do something? I do want to do a video of just our neighbourhood running around on the scooter, but I haven't figured out a way of actually putting the camera on the scooter yet. I've got no real apparatus for that because there's no real mounting position for it, which is a bit of a pain. ChatGPT is quite amazing. ChatGPT is coming soon and could be accountable for 90% of the. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah. Can you imagine 5 years from now, a ChatGPT-like system, you don't go in front of a judge, you just submit it on text and you get a jury sentence handed out to you. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a weird and wonderful world, but I'm happy doing my basic thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just realised I do need to invest in a scooter.
Yes.
It's a lot easier to, and yes, I do wear a helmet and long length shorts and everything when I do go riding, and shoes. I don't wear my thongs, I wear my shoes. And for our American friends, I'm not talking American thongs, I'm talking Australian thongs.
Could you imagine that? Yeah. Thongs in his mankini.
Just to get that straight, because I mean, like the few days I've been here, okay, I'm hungry or I want to go get this, just jumping on the scooter, chuck the helmet on and cruise, rather than having to put all the bike gear on to ride the big bike. So I think getting a scooter is going to make things a lot easier.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, ChatGPT will provide you. Provide you. Yes. I still remember that episode in Farscape where they land on that planet and then 95% of the population are lawyers. Remember that one?
Oh, hang on. My brain's only just working. I've only had 2 cups of coffee.
I'm pretty sure it was Farscape. That one. It was a Farscape episode where everybody's a lawyer. But yeah, it could have been Star Trek for all I know. For all the stuff I watch. Mark and Tyler, hopefully most of your works will be completed by then. Yes, well, yeah. We don't like the building taking 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yes, life in Thailand. But yeah, I was just thinking I should just get out and just cruise around on the scooter. If I could just work out a way to put the camera on there, just snap some stuff about, so we walk around and we do bits and pieces and explore Bangkok and bits and pieces, but we don't really do it around here. We've done a bike ride, but that was more about the bike ride. I'd rather do more, let's just go here and just do use the motorcycle footage just in fast forward format, so you don't see all the in between. Just this is going from here to we're going to this shop. We're going to go this shop. We're going to do this. This is our normal run around. This is what we do in the run around on an afternoon, or when you want to go and have food. What's it like to live in Thailand? And it does require you to have some sort of transport, because it's not like the city where you got a 7-Eleven and a Ganja shop and a restaurant and a takeaway and all within walking distance. Here you've got a ride, so it's all within riding distance. Like it's a kilometre between different things. Not really walking distance. I suppose it is walking distance, but nobody walks. Who walks in Thailand? They all get on their scooters.
I do.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You and your Frogger run.
Yeah.
Taking your life into your own hands. When chat go get Mao. When chat go. Well, when the Chat GPT gets drunk. Is that what you mean? Yes, getting tired of the constant back and forth, looking forward to project completion and retirement for the second time. All right, they kept my father working for 5 years as a contractor for the ADI. They kept me on for 6 months. They would have kept me on for longer if it wasn't for that lovely HR officer who was caught shagging the boss's secretary, or whatever. Sorry, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but that's life, isn't it? Life in the corporate world. I'm glad I don't have to play there anymore. So, what is everybody else up to? What's everybody else's plans? Retirement idea. Oh, you know what we do, we make videos, we tell you what we're doing, we want to know what everybody else is doing. You're not here. Makes it hard. We just know that we've always made the right decisions. I actually need to get some armour. So when we start to wind things down, where are we going to? Let's burn.
Going flying.
Let's burn for orbit. If I can just find the space station, it'd be good. There it is, there. Climb, climb, climb. Okay.
It is frustrating my my MacBook not being able to play games, but it's forcing me to get outside and do basic things.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yesterday I booked my Grab. It gives you the number of the cab and what type of car. So he's just coming in the gate. So I close the gate, start walking up the street, and the taxi turns down. I ordered a Grab. Well, maybe he's just got a different car or something. So I just jumped in a taxi, and he says, I said to the driver, I says, you Grab? And he goes, yeah. And I'm going, but the car number's wrong. It should be this number. And then the MG that I'd booked turned in.
Yep.
It's a Muban, and nobody ever goes. If you find a taxi and your Grab turn up at the same time, and I'm going, yeah, that was weird. But anyway. I think we're upside down.
So you're wrapping up this little part of the section, Marky Mark, in the hotel room doing your on-site commissioning?
Yes. I suppose
Well, you're only halfway through, Marky Mark. Okay. Only halfway through. But mind you, it's gone quickly. What am I here now? 15 months.
Yeah, it's surprising how quickly it goes.
Yeah. Got a long way to catch up with Mayor Groves. Chatting with him the other night. He's been here quite a long time. Yes, work is a four-letter word. So's beer. So's beer.
I'm more concerned with what's happening with the banking systems in America at the moment, and how much the contagion is going to take off. I don't know about what your thoughts are on that one.
I very briefly had a couple of pop-ups about a couple of banks folding. They've put systems in place. Hopefully the contagion won't escalate, but it's almost a repeat of what happened in 2007, 2008. When they stop the gangster attitude in the banking sector, things might stabilise. America is the finest. True, but just reading the chat. Everyone's up to date.
Yep. Ding, 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 ding.
Wazza's coming into land.
Coming into land. This game is really unlike anything else. Just settle yourself down. Thank you. That's fine.
Just gonna check the weather outside.
Mm-hmm.
Landing complete.
Stay. Yeah.
Fine and sunny and 32 degrees in Char Arm.
Put some fuel on it. Come on. Fill her up, Jack. Wash the windscreen.
Yes, X-Nile, another day in paradise.
quantum field is at
I
100%.
don't know, Marky Mark. Elections in Thailand, do they have a media blackout? Ooh, I've never been here for an election in Thailand. That's a question for Mayor Groves, but Mayor Groves is busy this morning.
Mayor Groves GPT. I want to put him as an app in my phone.
Well,
How can we make an app, a Mayor Groves app for phones, and answer all your questions about Thailand?
I don't think you want to be that busy answering questions all the time.
Well, I won't have to just program an AI to do it. That's all. But make it sound like Mayor Groves. He's always right. Okay.
But the awesome thing is, if he's not quite sure about something, he's got the contacts and the people in the know that he can say, "Oh, give me 5 minutes, and I'll go find out."
We'll go find out. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Retrieval system.
It's always the best way to go. Just do all that shit.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Could you imagine living in space, and just taking in a view like that, living in a just it'll annoy the flat earthers. It really will. It'll just annoy the shit out of the flat earthers. But that's a good thing.
Ex-Nile, we don't want to make you jealous, mate. It's just how we live. You'll get over here. You can join us whenever you want, Ex-Nile.
Yeah, always make sure you cover all your bases though, and have contingency plans. As I said, not sure how this is going to pan out with Ben, and but I do know my father did have some inheritance money, so maybe he's going to cover all that sort of stuff. I don't know. They haven't hit me about anything yet, but I expect that'll come into a conversation in a couple of days about what they're going to deal with it, because they don't like to talk about it. It's a Thai thing, but we'll sort something out. We'll see how bad it is. But of course, they let what gets me is they let you move from one hospital to the other without paying bills. That's because they're Thai. Try and get a Farang to move hospitals without paying bills. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. Never think and do politics in Thailand. Can do, but my partner not. So I don't. I'm looking at the billboards on the side of the road, because, like in the provincial elections for Bangkok, the guy that got in, I was the guy. I said, "That's the guy that's going to get in," and he looks. He looks shonky. That guy. He's going to win. I was right. And so now I've been picking the new one. They said they're all shonky looking guy. He's got a real wicked, real fake wicked smile. He's going to fall into that. I can see him getting. See how we go. Never think. But yes, it's going to be an interesting couple of months. Are they allowed? Are they allowed to do advertising apart from they only do? What sort of advertising can they do for the politics?
Don't know. That's why I was saying missing out on input from Mayor Groves.
Because I haven't seen much on the. I get a bit on Thai Visa or what they call ASEAN News and bits and pieces, but it's more about who the players are, and the incumbent is looking a little bit shaky at the moment. It looks like it's going to be the red shirts are going to get in. With the numbers, and which and there's talk about there's no chance of coups, and but is there not the question of that's not being ruled out? It's going to be a very, very interesting 2023. Knowing the significance of the 2023 number in numerology and chaos magic, it's going to be an interesting year. Thank you again, Jorgen, for chocolate. Got to remember to get chocolate. chocolate. We had chocolate cake last night. It was yummy.
Yeah, missed out on the birthday, but I'll make up for it next time.
But yeah, I thought I was going to play that little video, but I said because of what the background music, it doesn't. I can probably show. Can I show the video? I don't know. Can I show the video? Let's see if there's a way of getting that up on screen. We can do it without audio, I suppose. Press. There. Photos. That's that one there. No, that's not that one. That one. But now I need to mute it before we play it. Oh, so now you're going to have to buffer it. What was wrong with buffering while...
Yes, he's back again.
Yeah, background again. What happened there? Did I just close that screen?
Yeah.
There we go. Pop out. Share my screen.
Ah, he's back.
I am back. Oh, I didn't do anything. I just pressed a... Yeah, I'm still waiting for that thing to buffer. There we go. Turn the audio off. That should now work. There it is. Okay. We can do it without music, but yeah, this is the party last night. This is.
I don't think I can see your desktop, but I don't think you.
Okay. Oh, really? There we go. That's. Oh, because you're looking at Discord. You have to look at it on the stream itself.
Oh, now you're back. You're all good. It's just that lag.
Yeah. So that was the cake. Look at that cake masterpiece. Talk about calories. And there's the lovely fern. I don't know what the significance of the shoe thing with the candles was, but hey, it's obviously had some significance. They had to go and find the birthday music, which is probably on by now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Somebody's mixing the music up. Oh my God. Yeah, they've got, they're playing two tunes at the same time. You know how it goes. Jorgen. Oh, girls. This is Redfern's. This is the Redfern bar. Yeah. Alan there. He's got the golden crown. Yep. There you go. Yay. Anyway, that was the party from last night. So there you go.
Awesome.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm not streaming my camera, am I? There we go. I don't remember clicking off anything. But yeah, no. Anyway, so that's pretty close to the end of the stream anyway, I would think. So, where are we? Watching that. Watching this one here. Okay. There we go, 59 minutes. Okay, so let's wind things down. There's the button I'm going to press. David from Melbourne, g'day, how you doing? Usual thing, like we are in our Discord channel whenever we're around. Come and join us anytime you want. You know the usual story. That's what it's all about. You're free to join us. You cost you nothing. Come and have a chat. Come and play games. Come and just talk. You know, the what do you call it? The amalgamated union of sages, luminaries, philosophers, and other professional thinking persons. That's it. That's who we are. We're out of here. Where's the buttons? Okay. Closing screen. Peace out. We'll speak to you next week. I'm pretty sure we're here next week. Yes, that's right. It's got Susie's Friday night, the whole thing. So, yeah.